Our friends over at JPfans is sponsoring this video today, so we're going to head over to the computer and see what's coming our way. Now that we're back on JPfans, I want to say thank you for everybody that voted on the poll, asking the community what they want me to buy. Now, I will admit I was a little vague on this poll. I put Power Rangers Super Sentai, TMNT, video games, and others. As you see, number one is Power Rangers / Super Sentai. Not a surprise, that's what this community is about. But I will spoil one of them here in a second. So let's get started. So I did buy 5 items off of JPfans. 2 of them are actually gifts, one for my wife and one for my son. I am going to spoil one of the 3 items that I did buy for this channel because my Retron 5 a few months ago died after I tried to mod it. It went through a red screen of death, also known as a loop of death in the Retron 5 community. And it sucks because, honestly, I've been wanting this video game to play the physical cartridge for a long time. And that is Zyuranger for the Famicom, also known as Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, also known as Dino Squadron. I have played this game on emulators on this channel, but just never the same as playing the actual physical cartridge on a actual system. You know that for a fact. Everything has changed on emulation. I know Retron 5 is an emulator too, but it's a little bit better than most. Anyways, enough of that. The other things I did buy is a Ninja Turtle, and I bought another Go-Juger for completing my set. Now, so the box from JPfans took 2 weeks to get here, but after the 2 weeks, it is finally here. The box was open up to get the 2 gifts out of here. One was for my wife and one was for my son. But let's see what else is in this box. So let me take a second and take all the plastic off so we can see them in high definition. Now that they're out of the shipping plastic, we're going to do a deep dive look at each one of these items. I'm going to explain why I picked these items one by one. We're going to start with Super Sentai Zyuranger, the video game for the Famicom. Now, this video game is something I've been wanting to actually have in my collection for the last, I don't know, 5-6 years when I found out about this video game. Now, if you guys have been around this channel and watched my live streams, you would know that I have played this a few times and I've beaten it one time. But how clean this cartridge is just mind-blowing because I never thought I would get a cartridge so clean of Zyuranger, the video game, also known as Mighty Morphin Power Rangers over here in America. I mean, the label looks, complete. It not has any scratches on the cartridge. There's no scratches on the label. There's nothing missing. And it is flawless. I am just so shocked on how clean this is. Now, I have seen this on eBay going for $75 to $1,000 complete. This is just so dear to my heart. I can't wait to put this in my display case. It's just so fantastic. Now, when it comes down to Go-Juger Green or Go-Juger Eagle, again, I'm going to try to get him out of the box for a review. And it won't be that hard to do because it's just these little plastic tabs that are taped down. But I'm hoping to have it nice and crisp, easy to get out because I really want to put him back in the box to hang him on the wall. But if it becomes a little too difficult to get him out of the box, I will just keep him in the box and hang him on the wall and explain that in a short. Now, like I said, we're going to do a deep dive on Total Saint in a second, but I want to just bring him up here to show you how cool this, action figure is. Total Saint is a character from a manga and from a anime show of Teenage Mutant Turtles. If you haven't seen that show, I will put a link for a YouTube video that actually plays it all. Now, you would have to read it because it's all in Japanese. But give me a minute to clear off this workstation, as I call it, and let's get into the review of Total Saint. So you're probably asking yourself, who is Total Saint? I know a lot of us fans of Ninja Turtles probably never watched the anime from Japan. Well, there were 2 episodes, a link down below for both episodes so you guys can watch them. Fantastic. But Total Saint's anime is based off the early 90s cartoon, and it is a fantastic representative of what they would have been in Japan. Now, Total Saint is actually all 4 Turtles combined into one, and it was mind-blowing to see this for the first time a few years ago. And when I found out there was action figures for it, I wanted it. Now, this Total Saint is actually missing one piece. It kind of makes me sad, but, it's really old. So we're going to get into the articulation. We're going to get into all the accessories right So before we get down to the articulation, I really want to get into the details of this character because he has so much going for him. Like I said, it's all 4 Turtles into one. You got Michelangelo, Raphael, Donatello, and Leonardo. Now, this is just form number 2, I believe. Originally, he's supposed to have his big shell on, and again, it's already over here. I'll show you that in a minute. But this is a transforming turtle. Remember those baby turtles that goes from baby to ninja turtle? This is basically kind of like that, but a little bit more extreme. So let's look at the accessories that make the turtle the turtle. So basically, you got these two shells. This is the back shell and the front shield. And if you remember, like, the Green Ranger back in the day by Bandai, they are just connected by pegs to make the big, turtle shell that the turtle saint goes into. And yes, they are basically like back metal type pegs. And I'm just so glad that they're not broken, because oh, that would have made me mad if they were broken, because I really been wanting this character for the longest time. But we will put this on him as well. And then we got the other back shell that actually has the wings in it, like that back there. Yes, that's the Anima. I just kind of froze it in place. But when you actually have this on, you can fold it out. And I'm going to show you one other thing with this later. Little suspense. But it has the feet on it as well. This is such a cool little piece. I love this Ninja Turtle already. So let's talk about the articulation now, because, like I said, this is transforming. But honestly, it is a little dirty. It has a little problems moving, but you got the leg that can kick straight out and back. It's not very much articulation, but I wasn't expecting it. You don't really got a knee cut. You can move the foot all the way around. And because how old this is, it really doesn't swivel at all, because, it's from like the early 90s. And this is just basically a display piece, in my opinion. You got the arms that creak because it's dirty. The head doesn't really move because it's transforming. And that's pretty much it. And even the hands don't move. It's very limited, but very awesome looking, in my opinion. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to put on the accessories, and we're going to start with the basic turtle shell here. And like I said, it just literally slips on, but I think I got to take those off, I believe, to actually have it on. I've never done this before. This is my first time. So we're going to do this together and see what happens. And it looks like I was correct. It looks like I'm going to have to take those shoulder pads off, I believe. Yeah, so that's really not that hard to do, because nothing is connecting here with those shoulder pads on. I don't know why they would be in the way, but it looks like they're in the way a little bit, and I don't want to force this on. So let me take the shoulder pads off, and all you got to do is notice that they're little pegged in there. And again, I was not expecting all this to be there, and it's very, yeah, different. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I'm supposed to take those off or not. Come to think about it, give me a second. I'll be right back. So after they transform, they got this big turtle shell on them. Now this took me a while to put on. I had to learn how to do it. I'll show you guys how to do it here in a minute. But as you see, there's a big T there on that front side and a big T on the back side for Turtle Saint. This Ninja Turtle has so much going for him. I just wish he had a little bit more articulation, but I understand. He's from the 90s. The articulation didn't matter back then. It was all about design. But the way this turtle shell comes on and off, I'll show you here in a second. This is a fantastic turtle shell, but very, I don't know. I don't like the design of it, but it's better than the back metal that we had for the Green Ranger. So as you see here, this bottom has a little groove in here, and on the tops have a little groove. And then you got these pieces here. So this piece right here has to go inside this piece. So you just line it up here like, sorry guys. So you just line it up here and push down on it so you can line it up. And of course, I'm trying to do this in front of the camera. I can't even see the camera. Look at this. And then when it's lined up correctly, the other pieces will go on top, and you got a turtle shell. So this is what a turtle would look like without a shell on. Oh, the shell without the turtle. But then we got the other version of the Turtle Saint is with the back end that looks like that when you connect it. Now, again, this is the first time I've been using it, but I know you fold out the rings like this. Now, they do have this here, and I don't know if this actually goes down like that or not, but I think that's for the third mode that I'll be showing you in a second. So I'm going to be right back to figure out how this goes on to the Turtle Saint, because like I said, I've never ever owned this character, and I've never actually done this. So be right back. So after looking up how to put this on him, I found out that I'm missing one more piece. This is supposed to come with a belt buckle. I'm pretty sure that's what these pegs are for, is for the belt buckle, and then they would be hidden in here like so when it becomes the shield. I'll show you how to put the shield on him in a minute, but basically the concept of how to put this on is you would fold this down to about that point. You would line up these holes right there that you see onto the elbow pads that have these little pegs on them that are just rubber pegs. I think they're just there to kind of like counterbalance the where it's supposed to go, and it just kind of sits on him like so, but with, oops, I folded it up again, like so, but it's supposed to have the belt buckle right there to hold it in place. That would be Turtle Saint in the form that I wish I could display him in with the sword, but unfortunately I can't. But I don't want to lose this piece, so what I'm going to do is show you how you put this piece into the shield form. So all you got to do is get out that little piece right there that's basically like the Mastodon shield from Power Rangers, you know, put that down, fold this up, fold these in. So I guess it's kind of like a pterodactyl at the same point, you know, from Power Rangers. Little, you know, whatever. I mean, I'm just being kind of funny right now. And this peg goes into this hand or this hand. I think it's the same hand. We're going to put it in this hand for now because I don't know which hand it's supposed to go into. But it looks like they're made the same way. Actually, yeah, they're made the same way. And I don't even know if I'm on camera or not, but basically you got to keep that peg down straight and put it in. I just did this a minute ago on this hand, so let's just do it on this hand. Why not? I did play with this a little bit to get used to before doing this review, but there you go. Turtle Saint with the Turtle Saint shield, and it is adjustable and everything. It doesn't really hold it in place very well. I'm pretty sure it probably did back in the day, but you know, if you guys have the belt buckle for him and the sword, and you're willing to give it up for me to have a complete Turtle Saint action figure, I would love that. Guys, there's going to be pictures at the end of him in different formations. But again, I really wish I had the belt buckle to put the wings on because that's my favorite version of Turtle Saint. I want to say thank you to everybody that actually stayed all the way to the end of this video. Don't forget to hype the video so the algorithm picks it up for everybody else to see. And remember, thanks to JPfans for everything that they have done for this channel so far. Don't forget about those coupon codes that you get if you sign up through my affiliate link in my description down below or in my channel page. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on my next video. Peace.